Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching Senior Fitness with Meredith. Today what we're going to focus on is back and core work. So important with not only our posture, remaining nice and tall, lengthen our spine, but really important for our balance. A lot of times we only think it's lower body. That is what affects our balance. Focusing on core. That's the abdominal wall along with the lower back. Strengthening that is going to help with our balance and stability and of course our posture. So we might use a ball. Well, we will use a ball, but what I want you to do, if you don't have a ball, you can fold up a towel any size, because all we're going to do with this ball eventually towards the end of our workout, we're going to put it behind us so we do some back stretches. We get the length in it. So if you don't have that playground ball, which we sometimes use for our workouts, you can get a towel. You can even use a small tennis ball if you have that. I just want something with a little bit of give to it so you're not on a really hard surface. So grabbing the ball if you have it, or a towel, your nice sturdy chair, because we'll be seated the entire time, have your water close by, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll go ahead and get started with our back and core workout now. Nice and tall in your chair. Really focus on that good posture, relaxing your shoulders down, abdominals pulled in tight, length stays in the spine. So nice and lifted. All we're going to do is some spinal twist. We want to warm up and loosen up the body, especially core and spine, before we start working it. So twist and open to the right side, holding that stretch. Breathing into it, gentle to start while we're still warming up the body. Let's go through center to the left, twist and open, again nice and gentle. This might be the first few movements we've done for the day. Taking your time with them, warming up. Let's do each side one more time, twist and open to our right side. Keep the length in the spine as much as possible. Keep the abdominals pulled in tight, protecting the back. And through center, other side, twist and open. We'll bring our body back to center. I just want you to turn your head and look over your right shoulder, holding that stretch. And other side, just turn the head, look over the left shoulder. Each side one more time, just the head turns, looking over the right, little deeper second time through as those muscles, ligaments and tendons wake up and warm up. And then other side, one more time, twist and open. We'll bring our head back to center. Our hands are going to go next to us on the chair. You can either keep them there, or if you can, walk them up the back of the chair and allow your chest to release forward. You just want to feel an opening through your shoulders and chest. Feel as if you're bringing those shoulder blades together on your upper back and squeezing them tight. And breathe into that openness of your front body. Walk your hands back down the back of the chair, bring them onto your lap. Now, keeping the abdominals tight, you just want to hollow out the belly as you press back through your spine. Now I want that curve in the spine. So now those shoulder blades are opening on your upper back. You're breathing into each individual vertebrae down your spine. Stretching and breathing. Now bring length into your spine, bring your gaze up towards the sky and hold that stretch and length. Breathe into it. Keeping the length in your spine, I want you to bring your chin down towards your chest, holding that length, not leaning forward and not adding force or pressure. Do that one more time with the gaze going up towards the sky, gently releasing the head back, working on a range of motion, and then chin back down towards the chest. Length stays in the spine, breathing, no added force or pressure on the body. We'll bring our head back to center. Just allow your right ear to release down towards your right shoulder. Again, the shoulders are relaxed and down. We're not letting them come up to meet the ear. Relax them down. Breathe into that good stretch all the way down the side of the neck. We'll do the other side. So left ear releases down towards the left shoulder, nice and tall, center of the chair, not leaning to the side. No added force or pressure. One more each side. Just allow the right ear to release to the right. And left ear to release towards the left. Bring the head back up center. Hands stay on your lap. The movement we've already done where we hollow out the belly, keeping the abdominals tight, pressing through the spine. That's our big cat stretch. So in yoga, we call them cat and cow. That's what we're going to do seated in our chair. So this is our cat, arching that spine, rounding. Now we're going to lengthen, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, length, gaze up. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, get that mobility in the spine, breathing. 1 more, rounding, arching the spine. Length up towards the sky. Come back to your neutral spine, arms down by your side. If you don't have that range of motion, if you're in a chair with arms, the hands can stay on the lap. We're just gonna bring them both up overhead. Big stretch up towards the sky. And exhale. Release them down. I want you to feel the length in your abdominals, your spine. Bring that length up. This time we're going to bring the length up overhead. Keep that length and just lengthen right, lengthen left. Feel the side body, our obliques. Stretch, stretch. 3, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Big stretch up, big inhale, exhale. Now bring your hands down to your lap. Bring the right arm back up overhead, release over to the left side. Get a nice stretch all the way down the side body, mobility in that spine. Come back up center, other side. Left arm goes up, release over to the right. Breathing, don't hold the breath. One more time, each side. Bring that right arm up, release over. And back center, other side, left arm up, gently release over to the right. Come back up to center, release the arms down. Little shake out of everything. We'll go ahead and start some of our real work now. So we're gonna lean back in our chair. So if you can, as much as possible, you're scooching to the front of the chair. You want a nice length from the body when you're sitting tall and the back of your chair. So when you lean back, you have that space, you have movement. So walking your feet slightly out, really putting the focus into the abdominal wall, lifting right from the center of the belly. That's where our focus is. So almost imagine a string is going to pull you and lead you from your abdominal wall. You're not tightening your legs, you're not pulling from your hip flexors, you're not throwing momentum and body weight forward. Really focus on what you're working. Abdominals, arms can stay crossed. The first one's always the hardest because the body has to get used to how far you're coming up. Right in the center of the belly, exhale, pull the body up nice and tall. Gently release back, release into the chair. You feel that movement? Same thing. Exhale, abdominals engaged, they lift you up. Gently release you back. Exhale. Gently release back. If you sitting at the very edge of your chair is too much length going to the back of that chair, then scooch the hips a little bit back, making that range of motion that you have to sit up tall a little bit smaller. We work our way up, remember? So we don't have to start with the hardest, we have to work our way there. Breathing, big exhale as we exert our energy, we sit up nice and tall. Gently release back. Let's do 3 more. Don't lose your good form. Abdominals lead you up. Release back. 2 more. 1 more. Let's release back in our chair now. The arms can release onto your lap. We're going to go onto our tippy toes. So we're still focusing on our abdominals, not pulling from the hip flexors, not making our quadriceps do all the work. Our lower abdominals is where we want to put our focus for this one. So we're on our tippy toes. Feel as if you're just barely dipping them into a pool of water. So they're just tapping in and then you pull them up. So we'll alternate. Right toe comes up, barely release it. It's just barely released in that water. Left comes up, barely release it down. Lower abdominals engage, lifting. Breathing into it. Again, don't hold the breath. Use breath to assist your movements. Lift from the lower abdominals. Exhale and inhale. 3 more on each side. Really put the focus on what we're working. 2 more. 1 more each side. And then we'll release them down for a second. Now we're going to work on trying to lift both feet up at the same time. Remember, we're focusing on core, so stay nice and proud through the chest, even though we're leaning back in the chair. Don't lose our core and wilt into our movement. Nice and proud. Abdominals contracted entire time. Should not feel any pain or discomfort in the lower back. Abdominals are tight. Back onto those tippy toes. If you do 1 repetition or you cannot do 1, stay with the alternating, bringing right and left up, still engaging lower abdominals. Otherwise, hands can stay on your lap, or you can put them onto the side of your chair to hold on. Lift your feet up, gently release. Feet come up, gently release. And if this is not possible today, alternate bringing those feet up. Doesn't have to be a big raise even, little bit off the ground, just that little bit. 3 more. 2, last one, and release them. Walk the feet a little bit out. I just want you to bring your right knee in as much as you can towards the chest. Hug it in. Release your lower back. Breathe. Release that down. Other side. Bring that left knee in towards the chest as much as possible to release your lower back. And release it down. Now we're going to keep the feet out in front of us. We did the movement where right in the center of the belly, it lifted us up. We're going to put 2 moves together now. So we're still focusing the entire abdominal wall, that imaginary string coming from the center of our belly, but we're going to get the lower abdominal really engaged now. So cross the arms in front of the chest if it feels okay. We're lifting the body up tall. We lift that right leg up. We gently release the leg down and release into our chair, other side. Exhale, inhale. Breathing. Still focusing on that imaginary string right in the center of the belly, leading you up. We'll do 2 more on each side. Exhale. 1 more on each side, right and left. This time stay sitting up nice and tall. Release the foot down. Nice and lifted. Arms stay crossed in front of the chest. Keeping the length in your spine, all I want you to do is twist side to side. Abdominals pulled in tight. So exhale, twist to your right. Pull your body back center. Exhale, left. Back to center. Putting the focus into sides of the waist, those obliques. We're getting range of motion in our spine, and we're focusing on strengthening the lower back. We'll do 2 more each way. 2, 2, 1 more each way, right and left. Come back to center. The arms can stay crossed. The length stays in your spine. You're putting all of the focus into your lower back now. So allow your chest to release slightly forward. Exhale as you lead up from your lower back. Abdominals stay pulled in tight. Inhale, chest forward. That imaginary string is now in your lower back. Exhale, it lifts you up nice and tall. Really feel the core engage, then lower back lift you up. And we're not throwing body weight or momentum. Lower back lead you up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Sit up nice and tall. Release the arms on, or the hands onto your lap, hollowing out the belly, but they stay pulled in tight. Get that curve through your spine. Just a nice quick stretch before we go on. Now lengthen the spine, gaze up towards the sky. Come back to your neutral spine. Arms can cross in front of the chest again. Now we're doing 2 movements with our twist. So arms are crossed. Right knee's gonna come up. We're gonna twist to the right side and we're gonna stay on that side. Again, abdominals pulled in tight. Keep the length in the spine. Exhale as right knee comes up, twist right. Come back to center. Exhale, inhale. Just 3 more like this. 2 more. Last one. We're back center, nice and lifted. Don't lose our good posture form. Lengthen our spine. Left knee comes up. Let's twist to the left. Exhale as we go left. Come back to center. Again, that knee coming up, really engaging the entire abdominal wall, lower abdominals. But with that twist, we just have 2 more. We get our lower back, side of the waist. Last one. And release, little shake out of everything. Another quick stretch, but we're still focusing on the core. Our hands are gonna go behind our head if that feels okay for your range of motion. So hands are behind the head, we're nice and tall. All I want you to do, the same movement we've already done with that spine. Hollow out the belly, abdominals are contracted. We allow the elbows to come together in front of us as we get that range of motion and stretch, arch in the spine. And now open nice and big. Exhale. Keep the abdominals pulled in. You're still working your core. Open up. 3 more. Nice and tall. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Nice and tall. And release the arms again. Little shake out. We're going back to that same arm movement, so hands up behind the head. Again, if that feels okay, they can always stay crossed in front of the body. If they can go behind the head, let's keep them there. We're going to twist again to our right side, but now I want you to feel as if you're getting your left elbow towards your right knee, really contracting the abdominals and the oblique side of the waist. So exhale, knee towards that elbow, come back center. Exhale, back center. Exhale, inhale. Don't forget the breath with your movement. Lengthen the spine. 3 more. 2. Last one, nice and lifted. Other side. Now our right elbow is going to go towards that left knee. We stay on that side. So exhale as we twist over. Come back to center. Slow and controlled exhale. Inhale. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one, back to center. Release the arms, little shake out. We're going to lean back in our chair again. Focus on the entire abdominal wall. So we're released back. Feet are walked out a little bit in front of us. We walk our feet out so we can focus on the abdominals instead of pulling from our hip flexors and tightening our legs. We just want those to be there, so to speak. We want the abdominals to do the work to lift us up. So we've already done this movement, but our arms were crossed in front of our chest. You can either stay there or, making it a little bit more difficult, hands go back behind the head, right in the center of the belly. Don't lose your good form. Exhale, pull the body up nice and tall. Gently release back. I know we've already worked the core a lot. Exhale. If you're starting to feel it or get fatigued, arms crossed in front of the chest. Do what feels best for you right now at this moment. We'll just do 3 more of these. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Last one, we'll sit up nice and tall. We'll walk the feet in a little bit, little shake out, then we'll bring our arms down by our side. Keeping that length in our spine, we're just gonna lean side to side. So right fingertips down towards the floor, using the waist on the left side. It pulls us up nice and tall. Exhale down left. Inhale tall. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. 3 more. 2 more each side. 1 more each side, right and left. We'll come back to center. Now grabbing the ball or towel, whatever you're choosing to use or what you have handy, we'll get that. And what we're gonna do with the ball is we're gonna bring it behind us on our chair. So starting at the highest point that you can get it on the chair so it's behind your back and leaning back onto it. So once you're there, you're just going to allow your chest to release and open up. So we're getting that curve in the spine. So our counter stretches, we always go the other way. Open up now. Just a couple of breaths. We'll move the ball around a couple of times. Now we're going to take the ball and move it down a little bit if you have that space on your chair. Trying to get it more towards the middle of the spine, releasing back onto it, and then just allowing the upper body to release. Breathing. This is your time to allow the body to stretch, to release. Listen to your breath. We'll sit back up nice and tall, moving the ball one more time again if you have that range of motion on your chair that you're using, towards the lower part of your back, releasing back onto it and opening up. Hands can go by your side again if you have that space with the chair that you're using, or they can stay on your lap. I just want you to allow the back and spine to release. We'll sit back up nice and tall. We'll take that ball out. Remember, if you're doing those stretches, they feel good, take your time with them. That's a great time to pause the video, release and breathe. Otherwise, you are all set for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, a great workout to do a couple of times, so you get a couple of sets in for every part of the core, the back, stretching and strengthening. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.